Welcome back to Sans TV. We are diving deep into Cashback, a
Cashback.
2006 film.
Yeah.
It might just change
Oh, yeah.
the way you look at late-night grocery runs.
That's the beauty of this film, isn't it? It takes a,
Right.
mundane setting like a supermarket
Right.
and transforms it into a canvas for exploring, love, loss, and the power of perception.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. So we meet Ben, an art student reeling from a brutal breakup.
Mm-hmm.
With his girlfriend, Suzy.
Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely heartbroken.
Yeah.
And he just can't sleep.
Yeah.
Can't sleep a wink. Have you ever experienced insomnia like that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's almost like
Like your brain
your brain just won't shut off.
won't shut off.
Right. Yeah, insomnia is often portrayed in film, I think, as like a quirky character trait, but Cashback really takes it seriously. It shows how debilitating it can be, how it just seeps into every aspect of Ben's life. He's exhausted, his art suffers, and his days and nights just become like blurred together. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost as if he's living in this state of suspended reality.
Yeah.
Which is interesting,
Mm-hmm.
because that theme of manipulating time becomes central to the film, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Ben starts having these elaborate fantasies
Yes.
where he can freeze time
Yes.
initially, using this power to, well, let's just say, admire the women in the supermarket,
Right.
where he gets a night job.
Yeah, the male gaze is definitely present
for sure.
in those early fantasies.
Yeah.
But I found it interesting how those fantasies evolve as the story progresses. They become less about objectification and more about capturing a specific kind of beauty.
Yeah, and that's a crucial point. Ben's time freezing ability isn't just a gimmick.
Yeah.
It reflects his artistic sensibilities.
Yes.
He's fascinated by the human form, by those fleeting moments of beauty that most people wouldn't even notice.
Which brings us to the supermarket itself.
Yes.
It's not just a random setting.
Yeah.
It becomes this
I know.
fascinating microcosm of society.
Fascinating. Think about it.
Yeah.
You have people from all walks of life converging in this one space. The film introduces us to a colorful cast of characters. Sharon, the cashier Ben has a crush on. Barry and Matt, the mischievous pranksters,
Oh, I love them.
who inject some much needed humor into the night shift. And then you have Jenkins,
Oh, Jenkins.
their boss, who adds a layer of absurdity with his strict rules and an inappropriate behavior.
Yes, he's a piece of work. The supermarket becomes Ben's artistic playground.
Totally.
He's observing his coworkers and the customers, not just seeing them as shoppers or employees,
Yeah.
but as subjects for his art.
It's as if the mundane transforms into the extraordinary through Ben's
Artistic lens.
artistic lens. And this perspective, is further shaped by his past experiences, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
Yeah.
The film very cleverly interweaves Ben's past with his present, showing us how these early encounters have really shaped his artistic vision. We learn about the foreign exchange student who sparked his fascination with the nude form, his teenage crushes, and the incident with Tanya and the cast.
Oh, yes.
Which really adds a layer of humor to his artistic journey.
Right. And, these seemingly random anecdotes aren't just filler. They
Yeah.
provide insight into, Ben's evolving understanding of beauty and attraction.
And then there's Sean,
Yes.
Ben's best friend, who offers this stark contrast to Ben's romantic idealism. Sean is all about casual flings,
He is the opposite of Ben.
a stark contrast to Ben, who's pining over Suzy.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
Their conversations provide an interesting counterpoint to Ben's internal struggles. Sean's cynical perspective on relationships challenges Ben's views
Right.
and sometimes forces him to confront uncomfortable truths about himself. It's as if Sean represents the voice of practicality, while Ben is lost in this world of art and emotions.
The hopeless romantic.
The hopeless romantic,
Yeah.
lost in his own world.
As Ben's navigating this post-breakup haze, his time-stopping fantasies become increasingly focused on Sharon. It's as if she's become his muse,
Right.
the sole subject of his artistic desires.
I found it interesting how the film blurs the lines
Yeah.
between fantasy and reality.
Yeah.
On one hand, Ben's time freezing ability
Yeah.
is clearly this coping mechanism, right?
Yeah.
a way for him to escape the pain of his heartbreak.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But it also becomes his tool for him to explore his artistic impulses.
Exactly. He's not just passively observing Sharon anymore. He's actively shaping her image in his mind, using his fantasies to create these idealized portraits. It raises the question, is he truly seeing Sharon for who she is, or is he projecting his own desires onto her?
That's a question that really lingers throughout the film, and it's particularly evident in the scene where Ben imagines freezing time during a disastrous soccer match.
Oh, yeah.
Even in his fantasy, he can't control everything, right?
Right.
A mysterious figure interrupts his daydream, reminding him that reality always intrudes, even in our imagination.
It's a brilliant cinematic moment that foreshadows, I think, the challenges Ben will face in his real-life pursuit of Sharon. He can't simply freeze time and expect everything to fall into place. He needs to actually, engage with the real world with all its messiness and unpredictability.
Yeah. And that opportunity arises when Ben drives Sharon home after the match. They end up having this really deep conversation at a cafe, sharing their vulnerabilities, their dreams. It's a crucial scene because it really shows a genuine connection forming between them, beyond the superficial attraction.
Yeah, for the first time we see them connecting on an intellectual and emotional level. They're both dealing with heartbreak, both searching for something more.
And in that shared vulnerability, this spark of hope emerges.
And it culminates in a rather awkward but undeniably sweet first kiss.
Yeah.
It's clear they both have feelings for each other.
Oh, yeah.
But there's still a lot of baggage to unpack.
Oh, for sure. And speaking of baggage, Jenkins's birthday party is a masterclass in awkward encounters and simmering tension.
Oh, God.
Remember, Jenkins is their boss. And he's
creepy.
He's got a reputation for being a bit creepy, especially towards Sharon.
Yeah.
So
That's tardy.
Well, this party's a train wreck waiting to happen. Ben is there with Sharon, but so is his ex, Suzy.
Oh, no.
And then there's Sean,
jeez,
who shows up with a special guest that turns out to be a former neighbor that he had a rather unfortunate encounter with as a child.
Oh, this is just a recipe for disaster.
It's a whirlwind of cringeworthy moments, from Jenkins's inappropriate advances towards Sharon to Ben's awkward attempts to juggle his feelings for Sharon.
And the unexpected presence of his ex.
And it all comes crashing down when Sharon walks in on Ben kissing Suzy. Talk about bad timing.
Oh, yeah. Talk about...
It's a devastating blow to their fledgling relationship, shattering the trust that they have been building.
It's a classic case of one step forward, two steps back.
Right.
Ben's attempt to reconnect with Suzy backfires spectacularly, highlighting the consequences of, his inability to fully let go of the past. And it sends him, spiraling back into insomnia, suggesting that his emotional wounds are far from healed.
And just when things couldn't get worse, he discovers that his art exhibition was actually a cruel prank. Orchestrated by Barry and Matt.
Oh, man.
He is humiliated, questioning his talent and his place in the world.
But even in this moment of despair, there's a glimmer of hope. Remember, the gallery owner had actually been impressed by Ben's work.
Oh, yeah.
And offers him a real appointment. This unexpected turn of events reignites his artistic passion, and it provides a pathway forward.
There's a reminder that sometimes, even amidst heartbreak and setbacks, opportunities for growth and fulfillment can emerge.
Sure.
And it really underscores the power of art as this form of expression, healing, and connection. So we've got Ben at a crossroads here. He's nursing a broken heart. His insomnia is back with a vengeance. But he has this potential career break dangling right in front of him. It's like life is giving him a second chance, even if love isn't.
It's fascinating how Cashback weaves these different threads together. We see how Ben's emotional turmoil just fuels his artistic expression. He channels all that pain and longing into his work, creating something truly remarkable.
And what's remarkable is that his art becomes a bridge between him and Sharon. He can't take back that kiss with Suzy. He can express the depth of his feelings for Sharon through his paintings.
Remember how his earlier fantasies were about objectifying women? Freezing them in time for his own pleasure. Now his art is about capturing, Sharon's essence. Her inner beauty.
It's a complete
transformation.
And it all leads up to his art exhibition. The film builds this incredible anticipation. For the moment Sharon finally sees his work, you can practically feel the tension in the air.
The exhibition scene is beautifully crafted.
Yeah.
We see Sean, ever the cynic, trying his luck with another woman,
Yeah.
while Ben anxiously awaits Sharon's arrival. It's as if the entire film has been building to this moment of truth.
And when Sharon sees those paintings,
Yes,
her reaction is breathtaking.
it is.
It's not just about recognizing herself on the canvas.
Right.
It's about seeing herself through Ben's eyes.
Exactly.
Understanding how deeply he sees and appreciates her.
It's a powerful testament to the transformative power of art.
Right.
You know, Ben's paintings don't just depict Sharon, they convey a level of emotional honesty that words could never express.
And it's through that shared understanding, that connection forged through art, that they find their way back to each other.
Yeah.
Ben offers this heartfelt apology.
Yeah.
Sharon acknowledges the sincerity of his feelings, and they share a kiss under this stunning, snowy sky.
Yeah, it's like a fresh start.
Right.
A clean slate.
A clean slate.
Yeah.
The ending is hopeful, suggesting that Ben has finally moved on from Suzy and found solace in both love and art.
Absolutely.
His insomnia is gone, implying the sense of peace and resolution.
But the film leaves us with a lingering question, though.
Right.
Is Sharon simply a replacement for Suzy, a new muse to inspire his art? Or is this a deeper connection, a love born from, genuine understanding and shared experience?
That's the brilliance of Cashback, right?
I think so.
It doesn't provide easy answers.
Right.
It invites us to ponder the complexities of love, loss, and the enduring power of art to illuminate the human experience.
It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll,
It does.
It makes you think about time, about beauty,
About connection.
about the different ways we try to connect with each other.
And honestly, I think that's the mark of a truly great film.
I agree.
Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Cashback is a film that rewards multiple viewings.
Oh, sure.
Each time you watch it,
Yeah.
you discover new layers of meaning, new insights into the characters and their motivations.
So there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into Cashback is complete.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've enjoyed exploring this fascinating film with us.
As always.
And who knows, maybe you'll even find yourself looking at your local supermarket in a whole new light.
It might happen.
Thanks for joining us.